And the real estate drives every other aspect of the economy. As if real estate is booming, then Home Depot is moving. The masons are getting a job. The plumbers are getting a job. The painters are getting a job. The architects are getting a job. The lawyers are getting a job. The title company is getting a job. The bank is getting a job. Everything is driven by this real estate. So it's no wonder that we all want to own a piece of it. That by owning it or being a part of it, we are able to share in or to build wealth. Here's what happened. We so now turn to the fact that when we now try to own this here, look at this. Wars are being fought all over the world for land. And today, we are sitting right here. And we know there are wars going on right now in the world. And they are fighting for land. Right? And wars was being fought for this piece of land that we are sitting on here, called the United States of America. And here we are in the United States. And when they fought these wars, they set up boundaries. Border patrol. Immigration. And to the extent that because land extends up in the air to infinity, if you fly over my land, I can shoot you down because this land is my land. See that? You're invading my airspace. And so what happens here is that we border off our lands, and if you want to come here in my land, you got to show me a passport, a visa, something like that. And if you're C.E.O. crossing over here, we're going to fight you, shoot you off, or something like that, because this land is my land. What's going to happen now is that we all are going to try to own a piece of property, because as the legislation changes and the court cases and the Civil Rights Acts were enacted, more and more of us are being able to own property. But when we own the property, here's where we are. This United States here is now further divided into what? States. Further divided down into what? Cities, towns, counties, right? Until it reached down to lot and block. So all of a sudden, I went here and I put out a little bit of money because I want to own a piece of the United States. This lot and block will be described in a deed, which will be covered more by the attorneys and the title company, and it will describe what I'm owning. But when I say I own it, I did not really own the land so much as I own the rights to the right land. It's called a bundle of rights. That's what I'm buying. A bundle of rights which include the right to possess the land, the right to tell people don't come on my land, to exclusion, the right of exclusion, the right to control the property. And in these rights becomes all these other rights to mortgage it, to lease it, to encumber it, to cultivate it, to give it away if I wish like. All the rights. We are buying a bundle of rights. So when you're buying my property, you're not so much even buying the land as if you're buying the rights that I have. So here's it, as simple as that. If I had a right to drive away of a fair, of what you call a shared driveway, an easement, when you buy it, you bought that right as well. You don't have to ask permission to use it. Now, we have been involved in so many different aspects of the real estate business. Some of us involved in sales. Some of us involved in banking. Some of us involved in the legal aspects of it. Some of us involved in the investment part of it. And there are so many different facets to it. Now, the kings used to, as I said before, try to keep this in their clan because they want to send the wealth all the way down in their clan. Now we are able to own a part of it. We're having all kinds of different programs that creates this possibility. And I will tell you later, when we come back from lunch, what you really need to be able to qualify for a home. There is all kind of talk today about what's happening in the real estate industry. We hear that things are changing. We hear that foreclosure rate is up. We hear that there's no more 100% financing. We hear all this noise.